Hi guys, it's Brianna here, your coach, Team Beachbody coach. I'm here today to tell you guys a little bit about the 21-day fix. I just got it in the mail a couple weeks ago. My challenge group started up actually today. So it's my first day doing it, but I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of information about it, and I know it can be a lot kind of confusing when you first open your program. There's a lot of information. So I was just gonna give you guys a little bit of an overview of how it works and how I am going to be going through the program myself. So when you get your program in the mail, it'll come with containers. So you have a purple one for fruit, green for vegetables, red is for protein. Your green is for your carbs, so like it's like your sweet potatoes, quinoa, rice, brown rice, crackers, bread, anything like that. Your blue container is for like your avocados. It's for your healthy fats, so your avocados, your almonds, cashews, any nuts like that, and also any cheeses that you use. You will put that into your blue container also. The orange one is for pretty much like your dressings, olives, sesame seeds, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds. So pretty much any little like fixings that you put on top of your meals, you'll be using with the little orange container. So that's a little bit about the containers. But when you open this up, it's like, oops, where do you begin? Because you get this packet. It's like this huge packet, gives you all the information. So when you open it up, you're going to actually go to page 4. It's going to tell you how to figure out how many containers of each color that you actually get a day. So you're going to put in your weight in pounds, and then it gives you this whole calculation. So you should be able to go to that page 4 and get the calculation for how many calories you actually need to be eating per day. And then after you do that, there's another page that you're going to have to go to. Let me find it. It's page 19. So then on page 19, it'll give you actually the layout of depending on how many calories you need per day, that tells you how many of the containers you're going to be eating per day. So let's say I need to be eating 1,200 to 1,499 calories a day. So it's going to give me 3 green containers, 2 purple, 4 red, 2 yellow, 1 blue, 1 orange, and then you get 2 teaspoons a day. Okay, so then as far as the teaspoons, a teaspoon is like a teaspoon of seasoning, or a teaspoon of olive oil, or trying to find the teaspoon page again to give you guys more info. And also, like, on page 15, it'll say list A, foods that you should say no to. So those are foods like your creams, your half and halves, any sweeteners, any artificial sweeteners, syrups, anything like that you don't want to be eating on the program. List B will give you things that you can have 1 to 2 cups a day of. So that's like your milks. And then it says like 1 to 2 teaspoons a day of your honey, maple syrup, make sure it's pure maple syrup, stevia, things like that. So when you go back to that first page that tells you how many containers you get a day, this one, and it says the teaspoons, so you get 2 teaspoons a day if you're under that calorie limit that I was talking about. So I could have 1 teaspoon of honey and 1 teaspoon of stevia a day if I wanted to. So that's kind of how that works. What I did next was I went through and pretty much on each page it'll give you what they recommend for your vegetables, what they recommend for your fruit, and so on. Then your proteins, your grains. So I went through and I actually made a grocery list. I went through and I actually wrote down like what I would eat. So I went through the green container and I saw kale, spinach, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, things like that. So I wrote a bunch of them down. Another nice thing is it comes with a couple recipes. So I actually made this top one, the mixed vegetables. I made that last night and it was very good. I used the all-purpose seasoning to make it. So then going on to seasonings, you can have seasonings as long as they don't contain salt. So they give you a list on page 43 of some seasonings that you can make. Last night I made the all-purpose seasoning and I also made the smoky southwestern seasoning. I baked some of my chicken at I baked my chicken at 375 for about 35 to 40 minutes, and I put a teaspoon of this smoky southwestern seasoning on top of it, and it's very good. And then my vegetables, I just cut up the red peppers, carrots, onions, and asparagus, and then I just put some of this all-purpose seasoning on it, and I actually stir-fried it kind of, so with a couple teaspoons of olive oil. So that's kind of how that works. It works for me. I think it's gonna work best for me to meal prep. So last night I made chicken in the oven. I baked chicken. I also baked cauliflower and broccoli with a little bit of all-purpose seasoning on it in the oven. And then I also stir-fried some shrimp with all-purpose seasoning, and then I stir-fried those vegetables I was talking about with also all-purpose seasoning on top. And then I always put a teaspoon or a couple teaspoons of olive oil in with the meats and with the vegetables, either if I am baking them or stir-frying them. So that's how I meal prepped last night, and then I also made the seasoning. I prepped the seasonings too. So with the containers, like I'll give you an example. This morning I had a red container of Greek yogurt, a purple container of berries. I had strawberries, blueberries, and then a couple slices of bananas in there. And then I had a blue container of almonds. So that was my breakfast. So I still have however many, after I had that, I still had 3 red containers left. I had 1 purple container left, and I believe I have 1 blue container left. And then today, I worked out this morning, and then after my workout, I had my Shakeology. When you have a packet or a scoop of Shakeology, it is this equivalent of 1 red container. So I had that, and I mixed it with water, so I had my Shakeology and water, so then that docked off another red container for the day. For lunch, I had a red container of hard-boiled eggs, and then I had a green container of broccoli and cauliflower, the baked broccoli and cauliflower that I made last night that I was talking about. So that is where I'm at so far today. I still have quite a bit left. I still can eat 2 more green containers today, and I can have 1 more red container. I can have 1 more purple container, and I haven't had my yellow yet either. So another thing with the 21-day fix, you don't have to you don't have to use all your containers every day, just as long as you're not going over your container. Okay, and as far as the workouts, I did 1 workout today, my first one. It was the total body cardio fix, and it kicked my butt. It was harder than I expected it to be honest. But it was good. I really definitely felt the burn, especially the last 8 minutes with the abs. for the last 8 minutes, I definitely felt my abs burning. So that's good. I definitely felt like I had a good workout at the end of that. So, yeah, but that's all. If you guys have any questions about the 21-day fix, you can comment below. I'll be posting my results at the end of my 21 days, my before and after pictures. And alright, we'll see you guys later.